After graduation, I'm moving to Los Angeles to work for a music publishing company. It's called BMG Chrysalis.
I will be a business analyst at Deloitte in Boston next year.
I will be working with Bowdoin Hamilton in Washington, D.C. as a consultant.
Right now I'm interviewing for paralegal or legal assistant positions with firms that do mostly healthcare or intellectual property law.
I'm currently looking at a lot of different opportunities in Portland.
Next year I'll be in France teaching in the University of Nantes.
I really want to emphasize the idea of being open-minded about the kind of work that exists. When I applied to jobs, I was all over the place, and the reason is I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do. But once you go into that interview and once you meet those people, you'll think about, is this the kind of person that I want to be?
There are so many different jobs in so many different sectors, and you can always find a way to blend all of the things that or most of the things that you're interested in.
Don't lock into one opportunity. You kind of want to be balancing a lot of different options and looking at yourself in a lot of different positions. I don't think there's one dream job out there that you're meant to have, and if there is, you'll find it probably not right after graduation. You'll find it later down in the race.
It's very easy to be like, in 3 years from now I'll be here and this, and it's like, you never know what might happen in between, so just being open.
I knew I wanted to work in music, and that's a field that's all about connections. And for me, someone who, my dad doesn't work in Hollywood, my mom's not, a musician or anything, so it was all about networking through the Bowdoin network and sort of talking to alum who have had an in to the music industry.
So generally, I found that when you do network with someone in the firm, you have a much higher chance of getting called back to an interview.
I dreaded networking. I remember watching the senior video at the beginning of my senior year, and I thought, oh my goodness. I see all these people I know, half of these people on the screen, and they're saying it's great. Are they being paid to say this? But then I started thinking, I don't really know what I want to do. And the only way I can find out what I want to do is to figure out what certain fields require, what the experience is like. And the only way you can do that is talk to people.
You are in a unique position where you can make mistakes and people will expect you to ask simple questions because you're an undergrad. And so when you have a question and you're not sure, just ask.
Especially talking to recent alums, that's super helpful because they were in the shoes that you are in right now, basically. And they're willing to help you because a lot of other Bowdoin alums have helped them. So they kind of have a duty to pass it on, but they also want to pass it on.
Some of the people who have come out of the woodwork to help me, it's really, really surprising. People that I didn't really know that well and kind of had a vague association with. I've had 20 emails back and forth helping me out, suggesting other jobs that they've heard of. If you can get over how weird it is and uncomfortable it is, it's really, really useful.
It's very easy to get upset and to get worked up over these things, but these opportunities that might not work out, there's always something down the line that will. So I guess a big mistake or something I look back that I wish I'd done differently was sort of just going with the flow and not getting too strung out over something that might not have worked out in the moment.
Be okay with the idea that you don't have to know exactly what you're doing, and that's okay, even if it's what your parents are saying that you need to know what you're doing, or all your friends are finance people and they've had jobs since October or December. Just know that it's okay that you don't have a job in January, and that you don't even have to know what you're doing.
The career search is really a marathon, and so it's not going to be a process that happens in a week or happens in one day or even a month. And so there's a lot of angst I think that students get about this, and I guess my general advice is to stay positive and to kind of think long term.
I think a lot of people think that you can only use the Career Planning Center to help you find a job once you know what you want to do. So that you have to come in here and say, I want to be a lawyer, what jobs can I do? You don't have to do that. You can come in and say, I have no idea what I want to do, and still get a lot of feedback and a lot of help.
Enjoy the moment here at Bowdoin. It's going to go by super fast. Walk along the quad. A year from now, you might be anywhere in the world.